We are back with another video. Today, I want to say wherever you are, if it's I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If it is night where you are, hopefully you're having a great night. To all my subscribers, new subscribers, and old subscribers, thank you for subscribing, sharing, commenting. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I would like to give thanks to you guys because without you guys, this is not possible. And I get a lot of inspiration from you guys when you do comment, and it makes me want to get on even more. Um, I could say it could get quite addicting, but having the spirit speak to me and let me know what needs to be talked about and stuff like that. I kind of wait on the spirit, but so far it's been a lot of communication um, with the Holy Spirit and I. It's been a whole lot of communication. So thank you guys so much. I want to thank the Holy Spirit as well, because without without the Holy Spirit, I wouldn't be here. And through the Holy Spirit, all things are possible. And without the Holy Spirit, nothing is possible. So thank you, thank you. Um, and if you haven't done so and you're watching my videos and you're viewing, I ask that you like this video, share, smash the like button and share it. Um, uncles, aunts, cousins, nephews, nieces, family members, friends, whomever, send this message out. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Um, let's see. Yeah, I have my singing bowl here. I have my Palo Santo. I'm gonna learn some Palo Santo real quick and get it going. This is gonna be a nice topic. So you can learn something from it, from what I'm sharing with you that may help you out. So um, those that are abroad, that's far away from the United States, um, I ask that you leave a message. Let me know where you are. I want to reach my hand out as far as I can. As far as I can. I would like to reach my hand out as far as I can to let me know if I'm reaching you. And thank you for being here, subscribing, listening, learning, all these good things. Yeah, okay, now here we go with the singing bowl. Have any earbuds, earpods, you on a PC, whatever you may be on, I said you turn it down. Okay, here we go. All right. Now that that's over with, we clearing the airway, clearing all energy should not be. Nice. Love Palo Santo is one of my favorites. So let's get down to it. Um, this video is about forgiveness. This video is about learning how to forgive and to let things go. But forgiving is not hard. It's hard for a lot of people. But if you can't forgive your brothers, your sister, your mother, your father, your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, if you can't forgive, how do you expect the Holy Spirit to forgive you? It all starts with forgiveness. Forgiveness is literally called shadow work. When you learn how to work on your shadow work, I mean, this stems from, and where it begins is the day you were born. Where it begins is the day when you learn how to walk. Where it begins is when you just coming out of diapers where it begins. This is where forgiveness begins. Whether you were molested when you were a child, whether you were beaten as a child, whether you were, starved as a child, whether you were treated like Snow White, whether you were treated, unfairly, whether you were, let's say you were, you got adopted, and you wind up finding out and you're angry, irate, at your parents for giving you up for adoption. All of these things has to do with the beginnings of your life, and it's not just here, it's also generational. It's also something that passed down from generation to generation, but it's also through all timelines because it's not the first time that this happened, you know. So forgiveness is like the biggest thing for um, doing shadow work. Shadow work is the most important thing. Shadow work is what get the Holy Spirit's attention. You know, forgiving your mother, forgiving your father, forgive where it began. The beginning is where it begins. If you were molested, forgiving that person, forgiving yourself, all relationships that you have in the past, you know, forgiving those people that has done wrong to you, or forgiving yourself, because it boils down to basically forgiving yourself as well. Because if the person is not there, obviously you can't ask them for forgiveness, and especially if you have no in touch, you can't get in touch with them. But everyone who's done wrong to you in your life, forgiving them, forgiving yourself, and also forgiving the person that's done wrong to you. This is called shadow work. You know, this is the one thing that gets the Holy Spirit's attention. This is the one thing that gets the Creator's attention, is forgiveness. If everyone can learn how to forgive and let things go, things will start to happen. Things will start to move in their life. They'll start to see manifestations start happening. And I try to preach this so strongly to people. Even my best friend, she doesn't know how to let go. She doesn't know how to forgive. And it's sad to say, but when the time comes, she won't be going. She will be left behind. She will not be going. Because why? She has so much hatred in her heart. She has so much bitterness in her heart. I think there's a saying in the Bible for Revelations, make the waters bitter. When you taste something that's bitter, it's like you don't want it. It's like it's sour. It's like eating a sour pickle, or it's just sour. Or you smelling sour water, or you smelling mold, or whatever it may be. It's bitter. You see what I'm saying? This is bitterness. This is what it means in the Bible about making the waters bitter. You know, or making the people bitter. That means angry. They don't have it in them to forgive. They don't know how to forgive. And this is the main thing that gets the Holy Spirit's attention. This is the main thing that get the ball rolling when you learn to forgive. This will get the main thing rolling. This is how the Holy Spirit came into me. I felt when I learned how to forgive my mother for what she did to me, I felt an electricity so strong in my right hand. In my right hand. No, in my left hand, I'm sorry, in my left hand. I had to try to push that energy that I was feeling because it was numbing, it was pain, and I tried to push that energy through to the other hand because the energy was so strong and so electric energy when the Holy Spirit came to me and came within me, that it was just so strong And it happened 2 days in a row. It happened 2 days in a row, and I felt the Holy Spirit energy upon me. I mean, it was powerful. I mean, it was extremely powerful. My hands were numb, like I had been riding a motorcycle for hours. And I've been on a crotch rocket riding for hours. When I get off of it, my feet are numb, my hands are numb, my whole body is numb. My whole body's numb. And this is what I felt when I felt the Holy Spirit over me. But the only difference is it was pain, and it was like 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 my bones were cold. It was numb, pain, and cold. This is what I felt when I felt the Holy Spirit come up over me, and it just came within me. The Holy Spirit came within me. So, if you cannot forgive, the Holy Spirit will not heal you, because this is the main thing, is learning how to forgive, and this is called shadow work. When you learn how to forgive yourself, forgive others, and if those others are not around you, as you ask them to forgive you anyway, and then you forgive yourself. Any trauma you've been through, you've been living on the street, you've been doing things that you know that you wasn't supposed to be doing. You're committing adultery. You was doing this. You was doing that. You know, um, you stole something from somebody. You did this. You did that. You took money. You did whatever. You gotta ask for forgiveness, because this is the main thing. But shadow work stems when you are a child. That's where it begins. This is where you start doing your shadow work. It starts from when you are a child. Whatever happened in your childhood life that you must forget, because it starts from it's from the beginning. It stems from the beginning, because there's always a beginning and there's an ending. And in the beginning, when you are young, it's just like if a child was neglected his whole life, the parents was never there. They will hold on to that neglect, and they will take it to a relationship. Or they say a child was being abused. They would take this to a relationship. Let's say a child didn't have their father, but they only had their mother. They would look into a boyfriend, husband, as a father. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? These are things that you have to learn how to forgive in order to get the Holy Spirit's attention. If you don't do this, if you can't forgive, if you can't let things go, you cannot move on. You won't. You will not develop a light body. You will stay here. You will stay here when this earth turned dark. When the Holy Spirit in chapter 21, when it speaks about bringing bringing forth a new heaven and a new earth, and doing away with the old earth and the old heaven, guess what? You'll be left here in darkness on this earth, heavy, dense, everything. You will not be weightless. You will not be a light body. You will not leave this earth. I'm telling you, because I know for a fact, if you don't do shadow work, I'm telling you, I had a woman that she was mad at me because she asked me to pull uh, past traumas, and her past traumas were her being molested, sexually assaulted, and this has been going on her whole entire life. I mean, all the way up until adulthood. This has been going on the whole time, you know. And then there are those that, and when I started pulling energy from her, I started pulling those cords from her. I started pulling out all that stuff. A day later, she was angry. She was mad at me. She started saying that, oh, he did something sexual to me and blah, blah, blah. But my work doesn't consist of me touching anyone. My energy work is from a distance, so I don't have to be upon you to pull cords from you. And so when I start pulling this energy from her, start pulling all this trauma out from her, It re it rear it reappeared on her. All old memories start to come back. If you, it's like I pull past traumas, and if you don't forgive these past traumas, it will come back on you, and you will feel the pain all over again. You will feel the hurt. You will feel the disappointment. You'll feel all of this all over again. So this is what happened with this woman. She said she did her shadow work, but she lied. And when I did the work on her, that was it. So the main thing is your childhood life. Whatever happened to you when you were a child. This is how the Holy Spirit came into my life when I learned how to forgive my mother for what she did. My dad, forgiveness of him too, forgiveness of my sisters, my sisters, anyone who's done anything, all past relationships, my children's mothers, you know, even though they wasn't there in my presence, I asked for forgiveness, but I did contact my ex-wife and asked her to forgive me. I did contact certain people to ask them to forgive me, but those that I couldn't contact, like ex-girlfriends from a long time ago, asked to forgive for me to forgive them, and forgive myself. But I did this verbally, out loud. You know what I'm saying? Because when you speak things in the ether, these things will go where they need to go. These messages will go where they need to go, to whomever they need to go to. Because when you speak it, somehow, subconsciously, your name will come out of their mouth and a sigh of relief on them. They will feel. They don't know why they feel that relief. They don't know why they're not angry anymore. They don't know why they're not angry anymore about what they have done, what you have done to them, or vice versa, what they have done to you. So this is the thing about forgiveness. Speaking in the ethers. This is what is called. This is called magic. This is called what they call it witchcraft. When you speak things in a certain um, order, and you speak words in a certain order, it becomes witchcraft. But speaking things in the ether, like affirmations and stuff like that, they consider that witchcraft. But hey, the Holy Spirit spoke, let there be light. The Holy Spirit spoke about the firmament. The Holy Spirit spoke about the mammals, the whales, the birds, the bees, all of these different things that it spoke in existence. So, um, but when you speak these things, these people are not around you anymore. Still speak it out. Still ask for the forgiveness, and then forgive yourself. So these things are very, very important. This is the one way to get the Holy Spirit to come into your life and work on you and guide you to where you need to be. So I'm not going to push this any further. If you're feeling what I'm saying, you're vibing what I'm saying, I ask that you knock if you hear me, or the right the terminology for me is push the like button, pretty much. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. This is a lesson. I hope that you got something out of it and you can pass it on to someone else, someone who is in lack and someone who doesn't know what to do, and they're going through turmoil in their life and don't know why, they don't know how. These things, when the reason why people happen to have to pay for karmic debt is when you don't forgive. The longer you hold on to something, the longer your karmic debt stretch out. The longer it stretches out. But if you nip that in the bud by speaking out loud, speaking out to the ether, speaking out to in the air, because it's energy. What you speak out your mouth is energy. It's energy. It's all energy. We are energy, and we continually, you speak something to somebody, all of a sudden, when they feel it, they're gonna be like, all of a sudden, I'm not mad anymore. It's because you asked for their forgiveness and you forgave yourself. And so this energy of tense energy of them being angry at you is lifted all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave this here. I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting. So please like this video and share it. Till next time, ancestor of the carrion race and Lyran race, Lion of Judah, out.